answer lies in the heart of battle.
King of Iron Fist Tournament.
Mugen TV versus Corner.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Hey guys, it's Moogalore here, and I'm back again with another video. Today we're going to talk about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. For those of you who don't know, Banjo Kazooie pretty much just dropped about 2 days ago, and right now I finally, especially yesterday, I finally had the chance and the opportunity to pretty much download the character yesterday, tried them last night, and I woke up this morning and tried them again some more, and I just wanted to give you my first impressions of what I think about the character so far. So let's dive right into it. Now, for starters, these DLC characters for this Fire Pass are pretty cool. I'm really enjoying these characters so far, and Banjo Kazooie is pretty much hot. It's the same way as I felt about Hero and also Joker too. So the first thing I did, of course, at that download the character, I had, before I even go to trainer mode, I went to classic mode, to see what this classic mode is like, because when you play classic mode with your characters, each character had their own theme, and the way this one works is his theme is called the Perfect Partners. So you pretty much fighting pretty much a ladder within the classic mode of characters who have partners. Diddy Kong, Donkey Kong, Link, Zelda, Ice Climbers, you name it. You just go through a whole ladder of different partners that they pair up throughout the challenge in classic mode. So after I completed that, then of course every time you download a new character, they also have their own spirit board. So I decided to go to the spirit board to pretty much do those challenges. Those challenges was like quite easy because the loadout that I have for my character in pretty much the spirit board. With Link, I pretty much used Link Between Worlds spirit, and I also use Celebi spirit, where every few seconds I heal. So I used that and went through the challenge, breezed through that, and unlocked pretty much all of the spirits from Banjo Kazooie series. So after that, I pretty much dialed into the training mode to go test out, to actually get a feel of how the character works. Because when I try new characters, I don't just jump into training mode right away. I just get in, play arcade mode, and just get a feel on my own, with my own knowledge, just get a feeling of how the character works, and then I go into training mode to pretty much try to iron things out before I head out online. So that's what I did in the training mode. And of course, I had to pick Spiral Mountain because that stage is just so beautiful. It's just gorgeous. Final Destination version, of course. I can say one thing about Banjo Kazooie from what I've got from the character. The character is very he's a zoning character. He's a heavy zoner indeed, because if you have to really focus on his grenades and you focus on his eggs. When you set up the eggs, you can apply pressure, and plus, while you're even shooting the eggs, when they bounce into the ground, you can run behind the eggs and follow up behind it to continue the pressure. Because the goal is, to me, in my opinion, with Banjo Kazooie, you force them into a shield for them to block, and you can just keep them guessing. If they block, you can run up and grab them, or you just continue to keep pressure on the shield. The grenade is, I love the grenade. It's very strong, but you also have to be careful, because if you get blown up by your grenade, I think it takes 12 hit points from you, if I can remember, 12% from you. So it does hurt you, so you have to really be careful about that. But I love the fact is that once you land the grenade, you can pick it up, throw it. So what you can pretty much do is, like, especially if you're on Battlefield, you can pretty much shoot the eggs on the ground and jump in the air and let the grenade bounce off the platform. So you have the opponent not only have to worry about the egg, but they also have to worry about the grenade pressure as well. And then you can pretty much bait them into any situation that you can think of. So I think that's pretty much the overall gist of how, in my opinion, how Banjo Kazooie works. Now, I must say that I love his forward special, where he has Kazooie uses him cover a Banjo at like a shield, and you pretty much invincible, and you have like 5 feathers. That move is really good. You can also use that as a recovery to get onto the stage and stuff, and you really have to think about when to use it. And I think that's the good part about this mechanic, because the move is so good, and you have to know, okay, should I use it here or should I not? And I always felt that pressure of when I wasted, when I miss with that move, and I was like, damn, I only got a certain amount left, I have to use it wisely. So when you get down to your last feather, you definitely need to secure that. And another thing about that, even though the move is good, when you start playing against good players, I noticed when I went online and I was playing against good players, most of the time good players is expecting you to use that. So you really have to like trick your opponent up, and you really have to mix them up to the point where they drop their guard down, you're able to pull it off. So you really have to keep that in mind. I also love his up special as well. Kind of remind me of Sonic when he does his up special in the spring, hits the opponent. You can use that to hit the opponent when they're trying to recover. Another thing I like about it is there's a few times where I forward certain opponents where they try to jump off the edge to try to finish me, and I just use my forward special and just hit them clearly right off the stage. So it's very powerful. I really like that. As far as his movement is concerned, his movement is pretty good. I like the fact is that as you begin to pick up speed, he used Kazooie to pretty much traverse across the stage, in which that movement is really fast. I really like that. I love his down tilt. His down tilt, it really has some good range. It's a really good poking tool, because he doesn't stay in one spot when you use down tilt. Pretty much when you use down tilt, it pushes him forward, which gives him a lot of movement and and pushes him forward, so you can make sure he can cover a lot of space. As far as his grabs are concerned, I noticed his back grab kills at around like 110 or 120%. But also what I like about his back grab is when you throw him at a certain percent, when he hit the ground, you can pretty much jab lock your opponent as well, which is pretty cool. After you get your 2 jabs, you can go into like a down smash, I believe. I try to do his forward special, but I think that takes a little bit too long, and then the person can pretty much break out of it. But yeah, I also love his neutral air. His neutral air also reminds me of Kirby's and a few others, Ivysaur as well, where the character pretty much spins, and I think it's pretty fast when it comes out, and it pretty much protects you because it covers a lot of your body and everything when you come down. So that's to me, in my opinion, is a good pressure tool. His forward smash is pretty cool, but it's also very punishable on shield, so you really have to watch out for it. But you can pretty much space it out pretty good. I think I scored 2 kills off of the forward smash, and I was able to pull it off at a good distance where I wasn't able to get punished for it at all. And it's pretty strong, and to me, I think it comes out pretty quick. Oh, another thing about the forward special too that you also have to remember, it's punishable on shield. I also noticed that Isabel's grab with the fishing rod can pretty much grab him out of forward special and everything. But as far as I'm concerned, he's not good at fighting up close. Do not try to play the up close game against a variety of characters. He's not good up close in short range, hand to hand. You really have to zone with Banjo Kazooie. You really have to pretty much position those grenades. You have to set up those eggs, and to zone your opponent out, and then you wait for good situations and apply pressure in order to open your opponent up. Then you run in there and you use your jabs and catch them off guard with your smash attacks. But he is not good up close. I got destroyed by a couple of characters trying to play an up close game with Banjo Kazooie, and in my opinion, I don't think that's you're not going to really get good results playing that way. So you really have to space out really well, and you really have to just keep away from your opponent and apply that pressure. I'm going to keep repeating it. Apply that pressure on their shield, and to pretty much to trick them up, to keep them guessing. And you switch up your games, get some grabs in there, especially with your back grab. When you get them at high percent, you can slam them into the ground and you go into down smash, or you slam them to the ground and they stay in the ground long enough, you can also use your forward special as well, and that can get them off the ground. Another thing I noticed too about his forward special, which I love, I fought against a hero player. Forward special can also go through his sleep special, which is pretty good. So I'm able to just bum rush and charge right through it, and I was able to pretty much score a hit off of that. So I think that's pretty good. But overall, the character is pretty fun. I would give them that. Would I main Banjo Kazooie? All right, now that's another situation. I think Banjo Kazooie for me is a character I'll just play for fun. Even though I'm not really, how can I say it? I play zoning characters because I main Link, but his zoning tools for me is not my type of style. Because like I said, his eggs bounce and everything, and his grenade bounce, and you can, like I said, you can pick up the grenade and throw it and stuff like that. So his zoning game is a little bit different from Link's zoning game. So I'd much rather just stick to Link because I'm much more comfortable with Link's zoning game compared to Banjo Kazooie. But at least with Link still has tools that he can do, that he can pretty much use to fight off his opponent. Banjo Kazooie that's not the case. So I noticed with Banjo Kazooie, once your opponent finds a way to get around your projectiles and your zoning abilities, once they get in, it's pretty much kind of hard to keep them off you and everything, unless you do have your forward special, which is, like I said, is really, really good. So, but I'm gonna hit the lab with him more and go back and do some more ranked matches. But this is so far my first impressions of the character. The character's fun and he's enjoyable to play. So if you guys haven't checked them out, or if you guys have checked them out, I definitely want to hear your thoughts in the comment sections below, because I'm wrapping this video up. What do you think about Banjo Kazooie? Are you having fun with them? Have you got to Elite Smash with Banjo Kazooie? And have you run into a lot of Banjo players? And I also forgot to mention too, I also got Sans as well, the Sans me costume, because I wanted his music track. So that's the main reason why I bought him. And I also, put together a move set using Me Gunner and everything with the Sans outfit. So I'll probably do some Sans me costume gameplay with Me Gunner probably sometime over the weekend. If you guys want to see something like that, I'll definitely do a video on that as well. So that wraps up this video. If you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button. If you want to be notified for more Super Smash Bros. Ultimate news, hit that bell to be notified. This is Mugen Lord signing off. See you Game Fiends later. Peace out. It looks like you reached the end of the video. Well, while you're at it, check out some of my other discussion videos by clicking on the annotations below, and don't forget to follow me on other social media platforms to stay up to date with future content. Signing off.